Got back from the room and they left a frog here. I think it's Kermit the Frog or something like that. But now we're about to go on the excursion, so let's go.
San Juan, we're in this is the city tour, right? Everybody's here in the city tour, so we're going to check out the Capitol, we're going to check out the fort, and then we give you some time just to walk around the city and do a little bit of souvenir shopping around and sightsee inside the walled city. Old San Juan is about 4 miles long, half a mile wide. But we call it Old San Juan for tourism purposes, but Old San Juan is surrounded by water. Surrounded by the bay right here, where you guys are docked in. The Conquest, right? And then the Atlantic Ocean on the northern side. So Old San Juan is what we call una isleta. It's an islet, which is a smaller island above another island. If you look up the definition of an islet. So we're surrounded by water right now. And then later we'll be showing you a little bit of New City San Juan, just in case you guys want to come next week and stay here. I'm going to show you where there's a nice area, which is our New City San Juan. And we have to cross a bridge to get off of the islet of Old San Juan. So again, Old San Juan surrounded by water, the bay down here, the San Juan Bay, and the Atlantic Ocean on the northern side. And one of the main reasons our name is Puerto Rico, well, I want to mention my name first. My name's Devin. You could also call him Juan. But the reason our name is Puerto Rico is because of Mother Nature right here, the San Juan Bay. Can anybody translate Puerto Rico in English?
No. Rich port.
There we go. I see you with your phone on. Are you Googling that?
No.
Alright. So, the rich port. You guys are docked in, and this bay here is the richest port in the Caribbean. Not rich in money, even though yes, it's rich in money because of what we import, export, and right now that Conquest boat is probably paying a good hefty, close to $120,000 being there. But it's rich in location. Puerto Rico is Puerto Rico to this day because of our location on the planet. Before, I don't know if you guys remember when people were saying that the planet was flat, right? When they realized the planet wasn't flat, and they came into the Western Hemisphere, Las Americas, the Americas, Puerto Rico was the strategic stopping point. So Puerto Rico became the key, the entrance into this side of the planet. So that's why we are what we are. That's why our name is Puerto Rico. That's why we're part of the United States nowadays. Those are names of American soldiers that are Puerto Rican born, that have lost their lives in different battles and wars, starting with the First World War. Puerto Ricans have born American citizens since 1917. So if you have a child today on this island, he's an American citizen, he or she, and that's been like that since 1917 because of the First World War. A lot of people were drafted during the First World War off of this island. That's why you have a Holocaust memorial, where 13 American Puerto Rican born soldiers were lost their lives in the Holocaust, terrorism. And again, this is sort of our memorial drive where we're recognizing also different teachers, Puerto Rican teachers, women and men that have gone throughout the Americas and have taught education and are well known throughout the planet. Obviously, our here La Policía, which would be a monument of our police officers that lost their lives in the active duty. And we also have a women's memorial, Puerto Rican women. If you see any new paint or paint like that you're seeing there, which is ridiculous because that's a monument for Puerto Rican women, was the manifestations. There was a little bit of graffiti and protesting, and they were messing up a couple of things here and there. Not too bad, but still there's people that think that helps. But over the past century and a half, we've recognized different Puerto Rican women that have gone throughout the Americas and fought for women's education and women's rights. So a lot of Puerto Rican women have taken advantage of their citizenship and have gone throughout the Americas and helped out other women throughout the Americas. So we recognize them, which are the plaques here. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to shout out. We're going to be working our way to the fort. The tour consists of the Capitol building and the fort, which is a bulk of our history, 2/3 of our history, really. We also have our President's Memorial. What I'm going to do, since I see there's not a lot of traffic here, or parking, I'm going to take advantage and stop here for you guys. Because these are statues of presidents, and you also have the memorial, the War Memorial, behind the black marble, the Holocaust Memorial, and these are presidents that were, during their term, were here in Puerto Rico. Meaning when they were actively president, they were here, in chronological order, from Roosevelt all the way down to President Obama, that was here in 2011. These are presidents, again, that were here during their term. So I'm going to give you guys just about 5-10 minutes to walk around, take some pictures here, and then we'll be getting right back onto the bus, okay? 10 minutes. Governor's Mansion. And the statue of St. John the Baptist, and these cities that we have. We have a lot of cities here. That's why we have a lot of political chaos on this island. We have 78 cities. That means we have 78 mayors. So there's 78 hands in the pot, right? So that starts with it, and then we wrote in a governor every 4 years. Maximum of 8 years and minimum of 4 as far as the same governor. So this is the start of the old city right in front of us. Why do I say the start? Because you can only go so far into the city and have to turn back. And you could only go far into the city and find a wall like this here. And if you cross to the other side of the wall, you have what? Water. Old San Juan. A nice area there with a bunch of beautiful views. There's the beach, hotels, condos, resorts, apartments, restaurants, bars, casinos. And then we'll come back here into this area. This is when you have your shopping time when we come back into the city here. Again, this is Old San Juan right in front of us. So as far as the shopping, the two main areas to walk around are right off of Plaza Colón here. La calle San Francisco and La calle Fortaleza. So the two main streets that run off of this plaza are where you want to walk through. And then you're going to see the water right in front of us. Can everybody see the water right in front of us? No. 12 o'clock? If you can't see it now, I'm going to make a left and you're going to see it on your right hand side. That's Tier 3. Your cruise ship is in Tier 4, meaning if this building wasn't here, right in front of us, we would see your cruise ship.
What are they jumping on? They're jumping off the bridge.
Yeah, so it's sort of tradition jumping off the bridge here, so that's why you see the kids do that. A lot of investors have been coming in and renovating a lot of the buildings, especially as we get deeper in. They're turning a lot of this into like bars and restaurants and better living areas here. So that's nice to see that they're picking up this area here.
It's halfway done, but me and my sister are eating it, but I got a little passion fruit thing, whatever it's called.